Live from our Jackson studio. Live from the Midtown Jackson studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Last Call Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the animalistic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Last Call Cafe on Spreaker.
Welcome one and all to the Corsican Ball. That's right, it's another edition of the show that makes you want to dance in Victorian underwear. It is Last Call Cafe on Spreaker. Steve the Baxman Baxley with you. And Uno, the mouse assassin, just saying hello. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, this is the show that turns your brain into jelly and then we sell it as Schmuckers. Co-host, equal host, we got him. You love him. You can't game without him. He is the gamer's best friend. It is the Wizard, Matthew Nichols.
Sup?
And boy, that cat's loud. Anyway, folks, he is Betty White's favorite birthday gift. He's a gift that keeps on giving. Happy 99th, Betty White. He is the host of Jade Brain Man presents Wrestling May Hut starring Jade Brain Man, Steve the Baxman Baxley, coming up in the quarter hour as we hit the quarter pole. He is also the intergender wrestling champion of the world, undefeated, untied, and unlosing, and manager of champions. He is the one, the only. Wada 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 boom boom. All right. Of course, we have our usual cast of thousands. There literally are thousands. And, well, glad you're here with us on Spreaker and every other platform in the free world that we just happen to be invading. So, with that said, let's get on with the show. And the first thing, as we do every week on this broadcast, is to raise the intellectual stimulus of this broadcast by bringing you a little brainwave. And so it is time for this week's episode of Brainwaves, and here he is, Jay the Brain Man. Brain, what you got for us?
I got none.
And that is your that is your brainwave, folks, for this week. Tune in next week. See what the brain has for us all. Okay. It's nice going. And everything is happy and content with life. Yes, we are. Okay, it is time now to set them up, plat them down, and embrace the madness that is gaming. And above all, any gamer news, he's the man that does it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Paying more and do your thing. It's time for Gamer News with Matthew the Wizard Nichols, presented by Pluto TV and its channels for the gamers and animators in all of us. Pluto TV. It's free and it's so good. Yeah, especially when they got the return of Ultraman. No comment. Hey, Wiz, what's up?
Well, this week on Gamer News, we have a release date for new Pokemon Snap, which is a new Pokemon Snap game that's coming to Nintendo Switch. It's coming out April 30th. And we got gameplay from Super Mario 3D World's Bowser's Fury, and it's looking pretty good. And that's pretty much it for Gamer News.
Alrighty, and by the way, just a little aside, if we've got that up, guys. Don't forget, AEW has a new show on their YouTube channel. It's well, let's see what it is, boys. Okay, give us a croissant of a moment here as we pull up the information, but it is all about what else? Gaming. It's hosted by the one and only AEW Champion of Champions, Kenny Omega and company. And trying to find it here. It's like trying to pull teeth. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's called Gamer 2. AEW Gamer. Oh, there it is. AEW Games 2 Show. Now, episode 1 can be found at AEW's YouTube channel. It is hosted by Kenny Omega, and it's, well, all about gaming, and has some of the folks from AEW on it as well. So give it a look. It's a 2 show. AEW Games, AEW YouTube channel. So there we are. Gotta put in the plugs as best as we can. Yes, indeed. Okay, now we've done that, let's go to the land of the free and the news of the weird, the wacky, the unusual. Just like this show, wacky and unusual, kids. Here we go, a little strange and weird news of the week. And let's see here. What we got? Well, that's old. This sort of a little strange anomaly here. I'm gonna try to hip it up. What has eight legs, hunt among a group of fish, can throw a mean sucker punch? According to research published in Ecology last week, the answer would be the octopus. Yes, octopuses, not octopi. Octopuses punch fish deliberately. Sometimes there's a reason, but other times there's no discernible excuse. Researchers caught this behavior on video. First-time researcher Eduardo Sampaio witnessed this phenomenon. He laughed. Normally that'd be fine, but at the time he was underwater wearing scuba equipment. He said in an interview with NPR's Morning Edition, quote, I almost choked on my regulator when I saw it for the first time. I just burst out laughing. Now, the octopus is typically a solitary creature, but sometimes an octopus might take part in a hunting party made up of fishes. A grouper's gestures, for example, can clue an octopus into the location of prey. Sampaio and his co-researchers were studying this mutually beneficial behavior when they came across an octopus punching fish while hunting. Now, although researchers have observed octopuses punching fish before, the behavior happening in the context of a hunting party is new and can come suddenly out of nowhere, Sampaio said. You can see that there some punches are almost like a small boop. And the other ones are that even the whole arm curls up and uncurls afterwards, like the motion of a boxer doing a punch. The punches are fairly rare, so it's not so easy to observe. The research prompts many questions. He said, is there a species that the octopus prefers to punch? Well, in some cases, the researchers were able to determine the reason yet they decided to strike. Sometimes it's partner control mechanism, Sampaio explained, to drive the fish away from the octopus's next meal, or it could be to control where the fish is swimming, or it can be a form of punishment, he said. What is that line? There are 3 rules for Fight Club. Number 1 rule, you don't mention Fight Club. Number 2 rule, you don't talk about Fight Club. And number 3, you will get sent to the fishes if you mention Fight Club. There you go. So octopuses get plenty pissed. What more do you want? Probably, you got to ask yourself, the octopus, just sits there, but if he has a good right, Don King, of course, the kingfish would probably put him in the Madison Square Garden. Anyway, that's your weird news for this week. Unprepared and unnoticeable by human infection. Okay, that was a little bit of obscurity. Wouldn't anybody want to be an octopus? Just bully fish? The silence is deafening, but I think we have the payoff. Thank you for the payoff. Time now, luckily for us, it is time for Mr. Pangborn to do his thing again.
Thank you very much. It's time to right the wrongs, to punish the guilty, and kill off an easy 2 to 3 minutes. It's time for the insidious belch of the week.
Brought to you by Burger King. I got nothing more to say on that.
Oh yes, I'll have a Whopper with fries and a large soda, please. Thank you.
And here they are, the General and Timmy. Thank you. Get the effects, people. There. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Eddies. Smoke them if you got them. Eat them if you make them. All right. Brian, how you doing, sir? How you doing, gentlemen? How
Doing pretty well, Joe. I've been working on my RPG Maker MZ game.
that is good. Love to hear it. Brain, where are you? How are you doing, sir?
All good.
That's good. That's good to hear. Jimmy, you're back.
Yes, sir, I am, and it's great to be here. Whoa, man, the colors pitching good. Hey, wow.
I see you survived New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and I want to thank the rabbi for helping me out when I needed it, and all of you guys as well.
Well, it was nice to see you back up.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Enough of the festive hoo-ha here. Who are we going to give the belts to? Please remember, we will sell no belt.
Here it is, sir.
Amber Heard. Uno just fled when you heard that name. Don't ask me why. Amber Heard, who's destroyed more men's lives than, well, minimal use of Viagra. Boy, that's right, Amber Heard. You do get the belts because, well, you almost took down Warner Media. And, well, you were found out to be a liar and a cheat. So, you got him drunk? Or you got him with all the drink?
Yes, sir, we filled him up with enough Bud Light Seltzer to sink a ship.
Hopefully it's a love boat. Anyway, when ready, fire! Wow, that had an echo effect. What else you give him?
We might have slipped in a little Coca-Cola, a little rum and Coke. Stretch on the rum.
Boy, I'm going to have a long talk with you. Guys, take it easy. Don't be sleazy. Dismissed. Let's get out of here. We'll see you next week, boss. All right, that was Big Jimmy, Billy Bob, Bo Schwartz, and Lieutenant Timmy. Thank you guys very much. 18 minutes past the hour. Good evening. How y'all doing? Let's get on with a little bit of wrestling news. By the way, happy birthday. 99 years old. Betty White is. I mean, my. You realize she will, unless I'm forgetful, and I usually am, she might pass George Burns. I mean, that gal is tough.
No kidding.
I mean, let's look at it this way. She dumped Dwayne Johnson for the Brain. And, wow, that was shocking. But as she said, she'd rather have someone who's not a pebble. And, well, you know, Betty knows her animals. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get on with it, shall we? We got the Impact Hard to Kill results, like this bit. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get to the meat and taters of all this. Matt Stryker and D'Lo Brown, by the way, are your new Impact announce team. They took over for Mr. and Mrs. Madison Rayne. Josh Matthews and his lovely wife, Madison Rain. Josh Alexander took on Brian Myers. Brian Myers won that via pinfall. You had Crazy Steve and Rosemary. No, I did not wrestle. Crazy Steve and Rosemary taking on Tennille Dashwood and Caleb. And the winners of that were Crazy Steve and Rosemary via pinfall. Eric Young, Diener, and Joe Doring versus Cousin Jake, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer, an old school rules 6-man tag team match. And the winners were Eric Young, Joe Doring, and Diener via pinfall. We had Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz versus Havoc and Neva, the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. And, wow, the winner, would-be winners, will become the new tag team champs after the titles were deactivated in 2013. You're a winner of that. Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz to win the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Also, Matt Cardona made his Impact debut versus Ace Austin with Madman Fulton in his corner, and the winner of that was Matt Cardona via disqualification. Manic, the champion, took on Rojit Raju and Chris Bay for the Impact X Division Championship, and the winner of that was Manic via pinfall. Deonna Purrazzo, the champion with Kimberly and Susan, took on Talia Valkyrie with Rosemary and Crazy Steve for the Impact Knockouts Championship. And the winner of that was Deonna Purrazzo via submission. And it was the Karate Man taking on Ethan Page. And the winner, the Karate Man, via a heart stoppage. Then we had Sami Callihan taking on Eddie Edwards in the Barbed Wire Massacre. The winner of that was Eddie Edwards via pinfall. Then we had Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers taking on, with Don Callis, taking on Rich Swann, Chris Sabin, and Moose in what was the best bout of the night. And the winner of that was Kenny Omega and Good Brothers via pinfall. Wow. And that was your Impact. Excuse me. Let's excuse me. Here we go. Okay, that was Impact Hard to Kill. By the way, as we continue, here we go. Well, okay, we got some matches added up to the. We got some matches added, or a match added to AEW Dynamite for this Wednesday. Penelope Ford with Kip Sabian will take on Legit Layla Hirsch. That has been added to this week's Dynamite. So the card's looking like this, updated. Chris Jericho and MJF versus Santana and Ortiz versus Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager. Winner will be the official tag team of the Inner Circle. Hangman Page, Colt Cabana, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds versus the Hybrid 2 and Chaos Project. Page will then give his answer on joining the Dark Order after the match. And by the way, it's Negative One's birthday. All right. And of course, Top Flight and Matt Sydal take on Matt Hardy and Private Party. Miro will give an update on his new butler, Chuck Taylor. And John Moxley will be in action. You can see it all Wednesday night, 8 o'clock on TNT. And following that, go to YouTube for the post show. So that should be a interesting little piece of fun. And this one was just added, January 20th. It's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes with Coach Arn Anderson taking on Pretty Peter Avalon. And Cody Rhodes took to Twitter to comment about his upcoming match, and he said that he will beat Pretty Peter Avalon in less than a minute. Ooh, that's going to be fun to see. And again, Wednesday night live at 8 Eastern on TNT. So please, if you will, enjoy and embrace the night, as they say. Let's see what other... Okay. Let's give you a little headline from Deadline, if we can, before we get to our final words and final thoughts. And let's give you a little... Liam Neeson returned to the top of the pandemic box office with The Marksman at $3.7 million. Yay! Netflix has won Gal Gadot and Tom Harper's Heart of Stone auction. And, of course, let's see. The NFL fans, especially in New York, were left in the dark for about a half hour today as technical issues at CBS took the game off the air. The outage happened around 3 p.m. East Coast and affected viewers watching Verizon, Fios, DirecTV, Altice, Optimum, Xfinity, and Spectrum in New York City. It came back. Kansas City, by the way, won. Also, we got some... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. As you know, Betty White turned 99 Luftballons. And the stars... There was a star-studded big-time little shindig, thanks to social media. Betty White's long unseen series, Pet Set, created by and starring the television icon, will make its debut on digital platforms and DVD on February 23rd. The star-studded 39 half hours will feature fellow animal-loving icons, including Carol Burnett, Mary Tyler Moore, Doris Day, Burt Reynolds, Jimmy Stewart, Shirley Jones, James Brolin, and a dozen more. The show's aired in syndication from 71 to 72 was produced by Betty White and her husband, Alan Ludden. It was canceled when its main sponsor, the Carnation Company, decided to direct its advertising budget exclusively to commercials rather than programming. Boo! We'll try to give you where exactly you can watch this, but let's give you a couple of little blessings while we before we wrap it up. Ed Asner said, quote, "I still get warm when I see this look. Happy 99, baby. You are a testament to living life on your own terms. Sending you a great big socially distanced kiss. I love you, at White." Regina King said, "Butterflies are like women. We delicate, but we can fly through a hurricane." Betty White said that today is the day a giant was born. Happy birthday, Betty M. White. And George Takei said, "Wishing the incomparable Betty White a very happy 99th birthday. What's your favorite Betty White role, friends?" And I guess we might as well say it had to be Rose off of Golden Girls. But you'll never guess who was offered that role, guys. And they just posted it here on the on Twitter. Rue McClanahan was supposed to be playing Rose. And of course, Craig Ferguson, I know we're running, said, Happy birthday to my pal at Betty M. White, the sweetest, dearest, kindest, and funniest person I've ever had the good fortune to work with. Hashtag happy birthday, Betty White. And of course, Betty, if you're listening to this show, and bless you if you do, we have our own birthday present to give you. It's just hard to wrap Jay up because we don't have a bow big enough in the budget. So we're just sending them to you. Partial post. Anyway, we got to keep it up. We'll send them to you when you hit 100 next year. We know you will, because you're going to outlive us all. Anyway, gentlemen, wow. Okay, gentlemen, final thoughts before we wrap it up tonight?
I got nothing.
Matt?
Long live Betty White.
She can turn the world on with her smile. Okay, that is going to wrap things up for us here on Last Call Cafe. Next week, who knows what the subject is. That's why we tout this program as the most unpredictable and unrehearsed show in podcast history. So, thank you all very much for listening. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions, Brain Scan Entertainment, and Wizard Enterprises for YouTube. We'll see you all next week. Peace.